or Iglesia ni Cristo.
More laughter.
Tama po, tama.
More fun.
Here.
Dude, again, just a plug.
More LAC. Only here on INCRadio Los Angeles.
Good afternoon and good evening to all our viewers and listeners. I am Sister Joanna Main Anka from the local congregation of Pasadena, hashtag PAS. And we are live here today in the local congregation of Pasadena. Woohoo!
Oh,
Yes. So before we start, our day today is March 22, and it is currently 58 degrees with a high of 74 and a low of 51. And of course, I'm not alone here. I am here with here with me is Sister
Good
Jaylene.
morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I am Sister Jalen Factura from the local congregation of Eagle Rock, hashtag ER. And we would like to thank once again the local congregation of Pasadena, especially to their resident minister, Brother Juniver Lahayan. Over here in our audience area right there. And then we also just want to give a quick recap from last week's broadcast. So last week we actually ended our Congregation Connections series. Sad, but also we're very happy that we were able to be in the local congregation of Oxnard last week. So if you missed it, go ahead and I think the video is still on YouTube, so you
Yes,
can still watch
check.
it. Yeah, it was a fun time. The weather out there is great. The weather out here is great as well. So that is gonna be it for me. But like Ate Jo said, we are here for another broadcast of ours today.
Yes, we are so excited because we are not alone today, and of course we are having our inspiring LAC travels, United Kingdom and Philippine Oratorio.
Ooh, that's a big word that I don't know.
Yes, of course we are like, oh, what's that?
Yeah, no,
right?
we were talking about it. We said, what is that? How do you say that word? What is this? But we'll go into it a little later, everyone. But we do want to say that the oratorio, right? Oratorio,
Yes,
thank you.
oratorio.
Thank you. See, we're still having a hard time, but it's all good. It was held at the OVO Wembley Arena in the United Kingdom, right? All right. My guests are nodding yes, so I'm just confirming with everyone because I myself do not know.
Yes,
But
it happened.
I think this is the first time I've ever heard or said these words. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know if I had to spell it or say it, but yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. And it was actually in celebration of our beloved executive minister, Eduardo V. Manalo, for his birth anniversary. The most recent one was held in the Philippines at the prestigious EVM Convention Center. Am I correct, Skis? Thank you. Thank you.
So that's why our guests who are joining us today this morning are the ones who had the honor and privilege in representing our Ecclesiastical District of Los Angeles County, California, in joining and playing for the church oratorio. So please tell everyone your name, your age, your CF organization, your local congregation, your offices,
Your whole
your
thing.
local hashtag, and of course the instrument you played for the oratorio. So let's start it with Sister Kylie.
Hello, I'm Sister Kylie Valentine. I I'm 16 years old and I'm Binhi. I'm from the local of Pasadena, hashtag PAS, and I am the local CBI Binhi president, and I'm also part of District Binhi.
And what instrument do you play?
Oh, I play the cello.
Oh, yeah. Girls who play cello. Oh, cello. I think someone's calling. All right. So next we have Sister Kylie's big brother, Brother Troy.
Hello, I am Troy Valentine. I'm 20 years old. My CFO, I am Kadiwa, and I'm from the local congregation of Pasadena. Hashtag PAS. Woo! Yeah. my offices are I'm a local vice president for the Kadiwa organization, and I'm also the missionary chair for District CBI. And my instrument is the double bass, which is basically a cello, but a little bit larger and a bit deeper. So yes,
Interesting.
Oh, is that because you're Sister Kylie's older brother, or just because? Does that make
about
sense? You know
both.
what I mean?
Somewhat both.
You had to get the size that was double hers.
Yeah,
All right, all right.
it
all
fits
right.
my size. It kind of fits my size for me.
No, you're
for being
right.
tall.
That's true too.
Yes.
You guys will see it a little bit later
Yes.
what we're talking about. So after Brother Troy from their neighboring local congregation, we have Brother Kurt. Good morning.
Morning po. I'm Brother Kurt Castillo. Uh, oh, for me right now po. Uh, so I'm from the local of Monterey Park po. Hashtag MP. I am a Kadiwa po, and I am CWS chairperson in Monterey as well as choir member and TSB po. I play the violin po, which is very popular po for a lot of beginner instrumentalists po.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. So if we have Brother Kurt, of course, we also have to welcome Brother Ronan. Hello po.
Hello po. Thank you for having me. My name is Brother Ronan. It's a long introduction. I'm 20 years old. I'm a Kadiwa officer. I'm the local Kadiwa president of the local congregation of Monterey Park. Hashtag MP. I play the viola. It's like the violin, but for me it's a step up, and
Oh,
it's like
wow.
it's like between a violin and like a cello. Like no, like I have the same strings as the cello, but I can hold it on my arm. So I'll say that I am good at supporting the harmony.
Wow.
Okay.
We're learning so many things
I
this
know.
morning.
I know,
That
and
was a
of
good,
course,
very good
we're
comeback.
gonna
It's good.
we're gonna see everything
Very
later on.
Yes,
right?
very excited
Yes.
for that.
So next is from not so near but not so far. We have Brother Kyle.
Well, thank you for having me. My name is Brother Kyle from. I'm 18 years old. I am a Kadiwa from the local congregation of North Hollywood. Hashtag NoHo. I am a choir member, a TSB as well, and I'm gonna be an upcoming organist. And I have played the percussion. I've had I have music experience for 6 years. I started from middle school to high school, uh, from percussion all the way.
Oh,
Oh,
percussion. Nice. I like those. Okay. And then from the farthest local congregation going north of the 101, let's give it up for Brother Caleb. Woo woo!
Hello po.
Hello po. Thank you for having me. My name is Caleb Bernardo. I'm a Kadiwa, age 20. I come from the local congregation of Oxnard, hashtag OXN. And my offices are Kadiwa officer, CWS officer, and finance, and GSP. As for my instrument, I play the bass clarinet. And a bass clarinet is basically 2 times bigger than the clarinet, and in my opinion.
Hey, I think you are allowed to say that. I think
Yes.
you are. When I
Yes.
walked in earlier, I thought it was a saxophone, so we know that I don't know anything. This is just why I'm saying you are allowed to say these things because I have no clue what that means. All right. So there you have it, everyone. These are our guests for today. And so Kuya Paul has dubbed and given them their official superhero team name. Did you guys know about this?
Ooh.
No? You guys look
No?
so surprised that I said this. So he gave you the team name of the Oratorio 6. It's like maybe like Big Hero 6, probably. I don't know. I don't know what your Oratorio. Oh, but better. Comma, but
Yeah.
better.
Like the Avengers.
I like that. That's a good one. So, this morning, we will be asking and talking to our brethren here for them to share their experiences as they traveled overseas to be part of this historic event. They will also share with us their funny or inspiring or even sad stories that they may or may not have told anyone yet. So, this is an exclusive.
Yay! Only here in INCRadio Los Angeles.
That's right.
So yes, we are so excited to. So we will already dive in and pick their brains. So, but before that, we would like to answer the question. I'm pretty sure most of us like questioned like what is an oratorio?
Mhm.
Like we questioned earlier,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So Kuya Jameson.
All right. So while Clea Jameson is bringing up the slide, I know. Oh, there you go.
There you
All
go. So, what
right.
is an oratorio? So, an oratorio is a musical composition with dramatic or narrative text for choir, soloist, and orchestra or other ensemble.
Wow, I still don't know what that means. That was a lot of words. Wait, so is that like, well, they said narrative. So is there like a story that goes along with the things that, oh, and I'm getting nods from my guests. So that means I'm correct in some way. But that's also because we just read the definition.
Yeah.
Did you, I just wanted to ask real quick before we move on to the thing. Did you guys know like what an oratorio was like before this happened or before you went to the UK or the Philippines? Yes, Brother Kurt.
No, not really. I didn't until actually the performances for the first oratorio and then further on.
Uh-huh.
Before I would usually listen to stuff like that.
Hmm.
That's what a lot of us would understand about oratorios. Like at first we would think that it's an opera, but there's even more for the oratorio than the opera can bring at times.
Oh wow! So it is interesting that you
Yeah.
guys didn't know it either until.
I just kind of assumed that like it was another word for like a style of classical music. Like you have your symphony, you have your concerto. I
Wow.
was assuming it's like oratorio is like a certain way of designing classical music.
Ah, this is very interesting. These are all new things that I'm learning. You said concerto, and I was like, yeah, I know what that word is. I don't know what it means though. But thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your insights on that. And then Ate Jo, because we are talking about musical instruments, do you know how to play any?
Yes, I do,
You
but
do?
like it's just a
Why are we laughing? Wait, I
like
want
a
to know.
tutorial. No, I played the violin before.
Kuya Paul
So-
says that Ate Jo only knows how to play the triangle.
No, I don't know how to play that. So I know how to play the violin before.
Oh, all
Oh,
right.
you can join us. And I know no sample. It's just
You-
like a quick how many sessions and that's it. I didn't play anymore. So that's
I bet Joe, I learn more and more things about you when we sit on this side and I ask you
Yes.
these questions.
How about
the
you?
violin?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I was trying to play the organ for some time, so I can read notes. I think it was helpful being a choir member to be able to read the notes, and I was
Yes.
like, I can do that. And then I got there and I was like, okay, maybe I can't, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I do like to play the drums when they're there
Wow.
because I don't have any. Because it would be crazy to have a drum set
Drums.
in my house
Yeah.
with all these people in my house. That's very loud. I mean, I'm already loud as it is. So like, give me an instrument that makes it louder. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so let's turn our attention to our guest and ask our first question. So for everyone, are you ready?
Are you ready? I started sweating. We haven't even. Sorry. All right.
We're good. We're good. So are there other instruments you know how to play aside from the one you played for the oratorio? So let's start with you.
As for the instruments I play, besides the bass clarinet that I played for the oratorio, I also play the clarinet, which is the instrument that's 2 times smaller.
Smaller.
both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the first instrument I learned how to play, actually. But besides that, I also know how to play the oboe and percussion.
Whoa. That's cool.
Okay. I don't
How
know
did you
what's
pick
oboe.
those? Wait. Oboe, clarinet, bass clarinet, all the things.
Yeah. What interests you with playing with that?
Actually, when I first started on the clarinet, it was kind of like mainly on a whim. I thought like, hey, this instrument looks kind of cool, so
Yeah.
we should try it. But like that was actually basically most of the instruments I tried. I thought they looked really awesome to play, so I just went for it and I tried.
Wow. Okay. Are there any other
So I actually started off playing the violin when I was like 5. And then
Mm.
at the same time, I started taking piano classes. And then I
Wow.
think after like 2 years, I quit because,
Oh. Uh-huh.
or like I quit because I was stuck on like the beginner level for like 2 years, and I was like, I don't want to do that, and I
Oh, wow.
kind of didn't like it. So, but, and then also I think about a few years later too, I've started playing the drum set. So yeah, I got really good at that. But
Mhm.
then our teacher moved, so
Oh.
we couldn't like take lessons.
I'm
So
like, uh-oh.
we couldn't take lessons anymore. And then I think by the time I was in fourth grade, I picked up the cello, and I was like, oh yeah, I really like this. The cello seems really cool. And then my fifth grade year, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try out the viola, which is so ironic because I hate on the viola a lot.
Oh, why?
I don't. It's for. It's because it's funny.
Brother Ronan, I hope you covered your ears. for
A
that.
lot of
He
people
knows.
hate on the viola. It's
He
a
knows.
it's a
Don't
very
take
like
offense to it.
orchestra thing.
It's just an opinion. It's okay.
Yeah, it's wrong.
But yeah, but I think. But then COVID hit, and then I stopped. But I stuck with the cello like ever since. And then I think also sometimes I like played the ukulele like, once in a while.
Mm. Yeah, the ukulele.
Yeah. So how about you?
Ukulele.
So, any other instruments I played before the double bass was I used to play piano. Then I
Oh.
moved on to violin. Same thing, like similar with Kylie's
Mhm.
path of instruments. So
Mhm.
I moved on to the piano, violin, and then I played the drums a little bit. Then what happened with our teacher? He had to move, so he couldn't teach us anymore, and might have lost interest with the drums. But actually, the story of how I got into double bass is that one time during my class, I was playing his first violin, and I saw like these big, huge double basses like passing by, and I was like, this really intrigues me, and I really wanted to try this because this is something unique, something that you usually don't see every day. So I gave it a sixth grade on my sixth grade year, or no, actually seventh grade year. I tried out the double bass, and ever since I stuck with it. Their current instruments, other instruments I play other than the double bass now, I still play. One of them is also the ukulele too, and the other one is the electric bass guitar.
Wow.
Same. It's basically it's the same instrument. It is just the same instrument but smaller, but it has the same string. So I was able to master it like easily on the concert band competition one time.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you,
Yes.
Brother Troy, for your wisdom and for your pun this morning. I appreciated it.
I know it's such a basic pun.
We're still going. We should count how many he does. That was two, everyone. That was two puns about the bass. Okay. Brother Kyle, my question to you, we're going to change up the question now. How did you become a part of those who played for the Oratorio?
So Sister Kylie actually told me about her performance in
Mhm.
London, and it really interested me. And I was curious to like learn more about the oratorio and like what they do and all that.
Mhm.
So I took that opportunity. I got approved. I was able to perform. It's such a rewarding feeling to be part of the oratorio.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome. What about you, Brother Ronan? How did you become a part of those who played for the Oratorio?
So originally, there was a survey sent out for brethren who are able to play classical instruments, like violin, viola. So they sent out the survey, and that survey was originally for those who are able to perform in London, in Europe. So that's where we first did. Well, Kylie, Troy, and I did our performance in the OVO Arena.
It's the Wembley.
Wembley,
in the
yeah.
UK.
I keep forgetting how to say it. It's very different. Yeah, that's the first time I played it. The second time, they sent out another survey asking who are the brethren able to perform, and it's just a really good opportunity to be a part of. It's not the first time we played in like orchestral projects of the church, but this like scale of being an orchestra is it's very different.
Okay, all right. So we're actually gonna ask another question as we go on to Brother Kurt.
Yes.
Ate Jo, what is his question?
Your question is, how excited were you at knowing that you'll be performing for the oratorio?
Oh, it's a long story, Paul, when it came to me, Paul. Because originally, Paul, I was supposed to go with Brother Ronan, Sister Kylie, and Brother Troy to the UK. But what happened was that I had to prioritize in my classes, Paul. So then I had to step out for a while. But then, Paul, what happened was that I was given an opportunity the next year
Wow.
We were performing, remember, at San, at Fresno.
Oh yes, yeah. We performed at for the Kadiwa formal one
We
time.
performed at the
Oh,
Kadiwa
that's
Yeah,
Formal, and then
right.
we were
had
like we were the
Mhm.
lobby music basically.
That's right.
Wow.
I do remember that.
Opo. So then what happened was that I was so excited because the last time that I got to perform was for Fresno. Before that, an in concert. But the biggest
Oh.
problem for me was that I actually had limited experience because of the gap that I had.
Mm.
I did not play the violin for
Oh.
5 years before then, and then just getting that was a blessing.
Wow. That's so
All
nice.
right. Yeah, no, I appreciate that story. That was really cool. I didn't know that it was like 5 years from the last time that you. Oh, that was a long time. Is it hard? Like, was it hard to pick it up right away, or did it take some time? Or
It had to take some time after
Mhm.
because, yeah, I played the violin for 10 years before then. I had to stop because I had to prioritize in my college classes. But
Mhm.
then just all of these performances where I got to play the violin again, it really leaves so many memories, and it really was beautiful just to play again with fellow brethren again.
Oh,
Wow.
well,
That's so
if that
nice.
doesn't make you want to play a musical instrument, I don't know what will at this point. I do have another question, and I'm gonna bring it back to actually Brother Troy and Sister Kylie because I want to know this question. How many times did you practice on your own and with the whole group? And I'm asking the both of you because you're siblings. You play similar instruments. So how many times did you practice on your own? Did you not really practice on your own? How did that go?
We usually practice on our own. Oh no, no,
Oh.
we no, we no, we okay. No, what I meant is, I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
No, we practice together. Don't worry, we practice together.
Mhm.
Yeah, but sometimes when we don't have like time to
Right.
practice together, we practice on our own. Yes.
Mhm. Kylie looked like she was so mad at
I'm
you.
I'm
Sister
so
Kylie,
sorry.
would you like to set the record straight, please?
Oh, honestly, I'm so sorry to say this, but every time I had to practice on my own, I barely practiced.
Oh. But that's what we want. I asked the question for the truth.
I barely practiced. So that when it was time for like the Anaheim rehearsals, I
Mm.
was so nervous, but then I did pretty fine. So I was like, oh, okay, so it's okay.
Ah, very
Oh, man.
talented.
That's awesome, though. I do appreciate the honesty, Sister Kylie. I really like that. Ate Joe, anything
Yes.
else?
Anything else? So, aside from the practice that you've had as a group, what are the other forms of preparation did you do as an individual or as a group? So,
Let's ask Brother Caleb that question.
As for preparations, there was like definitely a lot of mental preparation needed. It was like
Mm.
definitely a big upholding, and like I I wanted to mentally prepare by praying often for the success of the oratorio,
Mm.
and I did outside activities to help me mentally, such as exercising, meditating.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for that.
nice.
Let's ask the same question to Brother Kyle. Let's do that. So aside from practices that you did as a group, were there other forms of preparation that you did as an individual?
So as far as practicing,
Mm-hmm.
for the piece we played, I didn't have really much parts, so I didn't really practice individually until we
Ah.
had our own, like our whole group practicing together.
Yeah.
So like I would have only practiced whenever we had rehearsals together. I wouldn't like never practice at home because I don't have these instruments either. Like
Oh,
we had to rent
see.
out like the snare drum, the bass drum, most of the instruments as well. So I had nothing really to practice with. But
Okay.
but as for preparations, I did definitely have to check my passport for sure. I had to update it.
You know, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
an important part as well. That is true.
Yeah, because I actually didn't have to update my passport. We were originally gonna go on July to the Philippines,
Mhm.
but they moved the date back to October, and that was I had to renew my passport at that time, and it was a long process,
Oh.
so I had to get that covered.
Oh, you know,
That's
Brother Kyle, that is very interesting because you actually just touched on my next question. But we'll ask the question to Brother Ronan. But leading up to the days of your travel going abroad, did you encounter any issues or problems? Were these issues resolved? Any stories like that?
I think I told some of the brethren here. Yeah, some of the brethren are smiling. So, for the first trip going to London, I actually got lost.
Oh no.
Oh.
So, so not
Where?
so much lost. So I had a layover flight in Boston, Massachusetts, and
Why'd you say it like that?
okay,
All
so
right.
okay, so I had a layover there, right? But there was a weather issue there, so I got placed elsewhere, like I think like Vermont or something. Yeah, like
Were you alone?
I was alone for
Traveling?
both for the trip, for rehearsal and for performance. I was flying solo, no
Oh.
family, no brethren.
Oh.
My mom was
Wow.
going crazy, like,
Makes
what's
sense.
gonna happen to you?
That's why.
Yeah,
Boston, Massachusetts. Now you're in
Yeah.
Vermont. How did that happen?
yeah, but yeah, the we landed at Vermont for like 5 hours. By the time I actually got to my layover site, I was like 2 3 hours late, and it was like 9 p.m. And I talked to the people at the desk like, we can't give you a hotel.
Oh.
So I told my mom, let me make some phone calls.
Oh.
Like a few minutes later, oh, some brethren are gonna pick you up. They're gonna let you stay over, and that's what happened.
Wow.
Shout out to the brethren over there. Love you, Paul.
Oh,
I know
awesome
they
story.
showed really like good hospitality. Like I stayed over there when I went to the chapel there. I attended there to do a meeting, ate some food.
Oh wow.
Then afterwards, I went on my flight. I was like not a day late, but a few hours late on the first day of rehearsal, but I still made it on time. Going back, there was another issue.
Oh.
Missed
Oh, all
Mi-
right,
There's a
all
lot of
right.
issues.
missed
Okay.
another layover, but same day like layover flight afterwards. Like only wait a few hours versus staying overnight at another state.
Ah, yeah, that sounds a little fun. Fun to do by yourself. What an
Wow.
interesting situation you got yourself in, Brother Ronan. Okay, so let's ask this question. So, what about when you got there? So the UK or the Philippines, either one. Were there any issues there, and how were they resolved, Brother Troy?
Oh yeah, there was a bit of a few bumps in the UK. First of all, the weather. We didn't expect to be really hot because they were under like a heat wave.
In
Eh,
the UK,
In the UK, yeah,
There's no air conditioning.
there's
by
no
the way.
air
right?
conditioning.
Because it's usually just raining, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
ooh.
remember when we had to stay in our first hotel. I had to lay my head down on the desk in the lobby. When I woke up, it was just like a puddle of sweat. It was really hot. It was that hot over
Who
there.
sweat? Okay, sorry, don't answer that
Yeah.
question.
I was not answering.
Never mind. I think I'm way too invested in this conversation. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, but overall, like, I mean, the navigations, like, we got the hang of it. Actually, another problem that we faced was there was a worship service at the locale of Battersea, and we didn't know, and it was just like 7 minutes away from our hotel, but we didn't know the traffic was so bad. 7 minutes turned into like 21 minutes, and we were like really late. We missed the.
Oh.
They were like starting the lesson,
Oh.
and oh no, but no, yeah, but we made it. We made it. The brethren let us in, and
But you made it.
we-
But you
we made
made
it.
it.
But
right.
overall, we got used to the jet lag, and yeah, overall
And the
the
traffic.
the traffic. Yeah, it's
Yeah. And the weather also.
yes, the
is so
weather
hot.
weather was really horrible, but we got used to it.
How long were you out there for
In
in the UK?
we stayed for about a week. A week.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Rehearsal and performance was like about a week. Or brethren who wants you to go on vacation do like stuff
Right.
outside of
Yeah.
performance. You just like come early or leave late.
What about in the Philippines? Also the same, like a week.
yeah, about a week.
Same
Same
length?
length, yeah.
All right.
Okay, wow.
Didn't we
Thank you.
practice
So thank
more?
you everyone for your answers.
Yeah, for your questions. Wait, my questions that you answered.
So at this point, we will have a short game called Name That Oratorio Instrument. So, Head Jameson.
Okay. So we're gonna ask the guests to take out their phone. So if
Yes.
you were here for last week's broadcast in Oxnard, we're doing something similar, but we're gonna test our guests here today. Ate Jo.
Yeah, so the first team will be Sister Kylie, Brother Kyle, and Brother Ronan. So you're the first team. And then the second team is gonna be Brother Troy, Brother Caleb, and Brother Kurt. So we will read the instrument's oratorio function, and whoever buzzes in first using your mobile phones have the chance to answer. And we will signal you if whoever got the buzz first.
All
So
right.
let's start.
So the first one.
So the first one, um, this instrument adds lightness, expressiveness, and and
Melodic.
melodic beauty.
Mhm.
Its main functions include ornamenting melodies, creating a light and airy texture, expressing emotion, providing counter melodies, and highlighting dramatic moments.
All right, ready? Ready, everyone? 3, 2, 1. Buzz in. Kuya Paul, who did we get first? Brother Ronan.
I was letting you so fast. Like I know that instrument. I used to.
And grandeur of the music. Its main functions include emphasizing climactic moments, providing rhythmic drive, enhancing harmonic depth, and creating dramatic effects. It's on the next slide. So if we know what the answer, 3, 2, 1. Are you guys tapping? Do we know?
Tap, tap.
Do you know the answer? Do you know? Should I do it again? All right, let's do it again. Second instrument is this. This instrument enhances the drama, rhythm, and grandeur of the music. Its main functions include emphasizing climactic moments, providing rhythmic drive, enhancing harmonic depth, and creating dramatic effects. All right. I don't know if you guys can see Kuya Paul. Oh, there it is. All
There.
right, ready?
Okay.
Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Who was the first one to tap in? Kuya Paul, who was our first one to tap in? Unless you didn't open the room. Oh, Brother Ronan again. All right. Brother Ronan, what instrument is this?
Is that the timpani?
Correct.
Ooh,
Wait, is it
correct.
actually? Is it?
Yes.
All right. All righty. Ate Jo, what is our next one?
So next one, this instrument provides depth, warmth, and expressive character to the music. Its main functions include supporting the bass line, adding expressive color, providing counter melodies, bridging the woodwind and string sections, and enhancing dramatic moments. What's that instrument?
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, quick, stop.
Tap, tap, tap. Okay, I feel like this third instrument
Okay.
really.
Okay, it's Kurt.
Brother Kurt, what is this instrument?
That is the bassoon pot.
Ah, the
Oh,
bassoon.
correct.
All
I'm not good with
right.
like wind instruments.
I don't know. You guys can correct this later.
That's like
if that was not the right. No, okay.
Okay, next
So
one.
our next instrument, this instrument adds warmth, expressiveness, and lyrical beauty. Its main functions include enhancing vocal lines, providing expressive solos, blending with strings and woodwinds, reinforcing harmonies, and setting the mood. What instrument is this? Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Who's tapping in
Tap.
first? Brother
Okay,
Troy.
Brother Troy.
What instrument is this?
That's a clarinet.
Oh, that is incorrect. We need someone else to pick it
Oh.
up. 1, 2, 3.
Tap.
No. Oh, okay. Brother Kyle. What instrument is this?
Is that an oboe?
Is that an oboe? Yeah, it's an oboe. All
We're picking
right.
all the extra.
And last, for our last instrument, this instrument adding brilliance, power, and grandeur. Its main functions include emphasizing triumphant and majestic moments, enhancing rhythmic and harmonic strength, providing fanfares and dramatic effects, and supporting the vocal parts and creating contrast in the orchestral texture. Okay. Oh, where's
Okay,
the
we're still on
picture?
oboe. So, where are
Next
you guys
slide
ready
po.
to answer this one? All right. In
Okay po, in
three,
3,
two,
2,
one.
1.
Who's our first one to tap in? Kuya Paul.
Caleb.
Caleb, brother Caleb.
That is the trumpet.
Okay, is that
Okay,
the
is the
trumpet?
trumpet?
All
It is the
right, you are
trumpet.
correct.
Correct.
Okay, so Kuya Paul, can you please let us know what the scores are for these teams? Once again, oh sorry. All right, once again, let's raise our hands. So who is on team one? Team one was all right, brother Ronan. Team one was well, actually, the first team was Sister Kylie, brother Kyle, and brother Ronan, and then second team is brother Troy, brother Caleb, and brother Kurt. So I think that we will recap the scores in a bit, and we'll tell you who won that round. But give us a second while we do that. And then their big prize is a round of applause for a job well done.
Everyone is a winner.
So at this point, we're gonna start reading our YouTube comments while you all prepare for the next segment. So as you guys prepare for that, we're gonna read off some comments that we have on YouTube. Where's my phone? Okay,
So
at the
let's
Joe.
start off from Norman De La Cruz. Good morning, LAC. Hashtag SM. From Sister Jubel, Riri says hi to the Pasadena Live studio. Hashtag SFB. From Jen Poblet Brillo, magandang morning po to all. Hashtag NoHo, hashtag LAC. From Pierre Perez, good morning po to all that are joining us today, watching from the local congregation of GLE, Glendale. And from Michelle Leo Perez, greetings po to all the brethren in the local congregation of Glendale. Hashtag GLE.
All right. And Sister Michelle continues to say, advance happy anniversary po to Ka Ejim and Sister Apple Cordova. We also have Sister Jane M. Good morning po, brethren. Tuning in from Fort Worth District of South Central States. Hello po. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We have Rodin Perez. Greetings both from the local congregation of North Hollywood District of Los Angeles County, California. Hashtag NoHo. We have Sister Mercy Solomon. Greetings from the local congregation of hashtag Northridge District of hashtag Los Angeles County. Hashtag Northridge. Hashtag LAC.
Yes, we still have Sam G. Fleur, hashtag ER, hashtag ER, hashtag ER. Shout out to my niece, Kylie, and nephew, Troy. And we have Cindy Valenzuela. Good morning to all brethren, hashtag LAC, hashtag SM. And from Len Salas, good morning to all. Happy viewing po, hashtag OXN. And from Sister Melissa Valentin, what a fun crowd. So much fun in hashtag PAS.
Thank you, Ate Jo, and thank you again to those commenting on our YouTube comments. Continue to put your comments there. Keep typing and don't forget to include your local hashtag. So let's find out what the weather here in Pasadena is as we get our weather update from our INC kids, Sister Vale and Pia Morales. All right, if we're ready are we ready? Okay.
Good morning.
So, good morning. We did talk about it a little bit. I am wearing a scarf because I myself am cold. So, can you tell us, please, what the weather is going to be like today?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Currently, it's 9:42 here in Pasadena, California, and the weather is partly cloudy, and the temperature is 58 degrees Fahrenheit or 34 degrees Celsius, and will climb comfortable to 74 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius within the day. Wind speeds will be around 5 to 10 miles per hour as evening rolls in, the temperature will drop to 52 degrees Fahrenheit or 11 degrees Celsius.
Don't worry, no rain today, so outdoor plants are safe.
The reporting live for INC Radio Satellite Studio from the local congregation of Pasadena. We are Sister Valley Faith Morales,
And Sister Leticia Morales,
bringing
you
more
more laughter,
more
more
fun,
fun,
more
more
LAC.
LAC.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you so much, INC kids. So before we go, do you have any shout outs po? Do you have any greetings? Do you want to greet your parents?
All right, let's visit that.
Our shout outs are hello to our Nana Lola and my family in the Philippines, hello to our mama in Manteca, California, and hello to our mommy and papa at home, hello to our Nana at work, and our tata here with us today.
Yay.
Thank you so much once again, Sister Vale and Sister Pia Morales, and of course to their parents, Brother Val and Sister Faye Morales. Thank you so much, po.
Yay, thank you, Paul. Thank you. So at this point of the broadcast, let me say this. I think our broadcast won't be complete if we won't hear our LAC brethren play a part of what they played for the oratorio. Do we agree, everyone here in our audience?
Yes!
Woohoo! All
So
right.
after they play, as they make their way back to their seats.
Oh, all right. So without further ado, let's give a round of applause to the Oratorio 6. All right. I think you guys are ready to say and do what Kuya Paul tells you to say and do. All right.
This is the violin part. This is a set of four inside of the broadcast. This is a really popular. Usually, when you're playing in orchestra, you would actually have multiple groups of violins to play different pitches. First violins would do the top parts. Sometimes they would even do the lower parts if necessary. Then you have the second violins, which was what I played inside of the oratorio. And then you got the third violins, which would actually be used to supplement the violas if there aren't any in an orchestra.
Hi, I'm Brother Ronan. Here is the viola. Like I mentioned, it's like a violin. It's actually a little bit bigger for violins. They go from like quarter size, half size, 3/4, full size. For the viola, we actually go by like how long it is. So we have like 15-inch, 16-inch, 17-inch. It has a deeper tone. It's like the cello. We have. Yeah. So like I was saying, it's like the violin, but we have different strings. A little bit bigger. If you were to compare it to like voices in choir, because I know as a choir member we have like 4 voices: the soprano, alto, tenor, bass. The violins would be like the soprano or an alto, while the viola is like the tenor. Cello, bass would be like bass part. Maybe cello is like also tenor. That's my fun fact of the day.
All right. Brother Kyle, I play the percussion, but for this part, I'm going to play the tambourine. Well, the tambourine mainly falls in the accessory percussion category, but it's still part of the percussion family. So,
Hello again. This is me, Brother Troy, and as you can see, that I have here is the double bass. Yeah, I'm holding it like it's a violin. It's 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 it's. I'm telling you what the name is. The name is the bass. The bass, or what you can call it. It has other names like upright bass, double bass, contrabass. It's the lowest. The lowest, of course, the lowest part of the has the lowest tone in the orchestra. Yes, and fun fact: without it, basically without the bass, basically the orchestra just kind of feels like there's like a chunk entirely missing. So the bass line is really essential when it comes with symphony orchestras. And yeah, that's basically it. And they come in different sizes. That's basically the fact of this instrument. And I'll pass this on to my sister.
Hello, I'm Kylie Valentine, and this is my cello. So fun fact about the cello actually is that it's the closest thing to a human singing voice, and that's like what I really appreciate about the cello. And so the cello, it's kind of similar to the bass, of course, but it's smaller. but then it has strings, so it has A, D, G, and C, and it's like, I think it's the only orchestra instrument like that really requires you to like sit down. So you always get like chair privileges, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I'm Brother Caleb, and this is the bass clarinet. Like I mentioned, the bass clarinet is actually exactly like 2 times bigger than the clarinet. It's basically almost the same instrument. It actually has like the same exact keys, except yeah, it's been upscaled like this, and it has like it is longer with like different curves and all, and you might actually mistake it for a saxophone sometimes. Fun fact: the bass clarinet actually is a better looking sax. Just look at it. Okay, that's all. That's all. All right, we're all good.
Hey, thank you so much for you guys playing all the way over there. Are they gonna stay there, or we're gonna have you move back? And then while we do that, we're gonna read some of our comments that we have left. Oh, sorry, thank you. So we have Sister Mylene Castillo. Good morning, but to everyone, happy viewing but from hashtag Monterey Park. We have Captain Aaron, one of my friends who's currently in this interview right now, brought me here. So proud of him. You probably know who that is. We have Efren Felipe, so proud of the guests today with 3 hearts. Sister Jasmine Kubangmang, let's go Oreo 6, hashtag LB.
Yes, and we also have
That's what
Faye
it says.
Venegas. Hashtag PAS. Looking forward for the weather report. And we also have Sister AJ Capistrano. Love that all these young brethren are having life changing experiences in the church. Stay strong, brethren. Hashtag OXN. And before we wrap up, so last question to all of you. So, in your own words, please share with us how this unforgettable event that you've been part of taught you more to always abound in your faith as a member of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo. Let's start it with you, brother.
As for me, this was a very unforgettable event that I will continue to look back on from years from now. I went through such amazing experiences, such as meeting new brethren, amazing brethren, and even experiences such as visiting the Central Temple. And it's amazing to see all the amazing dedication and passion that all the members have, and just seeing everyone like that makes me grow stronger in the faith. It especially encouraged me to eventually join the choir.
Ah, it's wow.
So yeah, this is an event I'll never forget.
That's so
Thank you,
nice.
Brother
Inspiring.
Caleb.
So how about you, Sister Kylie?
Like what Brother Caleb said, it was definitely very unforgettable. Like one of my core memories for sure. But then also before I joined it, I was already losing interest in orchestra. I was starting to lose interest in like playing the cello, and I wanted to quit. But when I was encouraged to join the oratorio, and luckily I was able to like stay, or I decided to like kind of stay in it because I was a little hesitant to joining it. But then I think that experience in the UK that really strengthened my faith because I've met so many people that inspired me and that I eventually became like really good like best friends with, and and they encouraged me to join District Binhi. So now I'm like a District Binhi officer
Oh,
because of
That's
that.
wow.
awesome.
Yeah, and then also with the Philippines, that also like really inspired me, and that kind of pretty much strengthened me in my faith, of course.
All right, Brother Troy. Brother Troy, what about you?
The oratorio is, also an unforgettable experience, and usually, before when we got called in for the first time, I was just unsure of how it how it's gonna play out, and I didn't know what would be going on, since I already knew that we would be traveling to like so many different places, and and not gonna lie, it's been a dream. It's as God has gave a gift to us to use our experience to perform for all the brethren around the world, and especially our beloved executive minister Kai Eduardo V. Manalo. And I wasn't sure how it would go, but with all the support from our friends and family, I shout out to my parents, our parents that's been traveling along with us. Yes, uh, they've been supportive, and all of our friends that we met in the orchestra have been supportive too, and especially with our coordinator Kai Jane Manahan from Texas Fort Worth. Shout out to you. Po.
Wow.
And all of our orchestra friends too. Thank you for supporting us, and it does, and it did really strengthen my faith after that experience, and also expanded our friendships around the world. Yes.
Thank you, Brother Troy.
you.
We're actually gonna take it to Brother Kurt. So Brother Kurt, the same question for you to share with us.
There's a lot of things that I can be thankful for out there because of what we did. But if I were to sum up some stuff that happened, there were a lot of things that happened to us when we were at the UK, when we were at the Philippines. I remember when I fell asleep nearly inside of one of the practices. We had
Oh
to
yeah, you were really
we
tired.
pushed ourselves to the limit for performing
Mhm.
because we wanted to make sure that this was actually an activity that was worth it for all of the brethren.
Mhm.
But if I were to bring up another thing also, performing inside of the oratorio, it was really humbling. It was humbling and inspiring to do. And the violin has honestly been stuck to me ever since I picked it up in second grade, starting when I
Wow.
was 7. But from getting to perform with everyone here, it's really special. Shout out po to Kajun Pilon, our district minister, to Erwin Brio, our assistant district minister, and even to all of the other brethren, because if it weren't for the help from our district staff and also help from our Almighty God, we wouldn't have been able to perform.
Thank you so much, Brother Kurt. Brother Ronan, do you want to also give us something that you learned or something you want to share?
Where do I even begin? I did a lot of reflection when I went to the Philippines. When we perform our duties, obviously we have some talent, we have some skills but again, it's very humbling. We have all the brethren helping us, we have our Almighty God helping us, but we also have to make sure to remember that This is for Almighty God. We shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. Remember our duties. The talents we use or that we have, we can use in other aspects of our spiritual life. We're all musically talented. We use it for choir, for other stuff, in the church, like when we perform in like concerts or in concert, I mean. It's just, it was a very fulfilling experience to have. I would do it all over again, as always. And it really taught me a lot about myself, my faith, meeting other brethren. It was a dream come true in some sense.
Okay, thank
you.
you, Brother Ronan. And then we have Brother Kyle.
So is this definitely an unforgettable moment for me? Well, before the Philippines, I did not really know what to expect. But after meeting all the brethren in the orchestra and in the choir as well, I felt really overwhelmed to see the love of the brotherhood and see how the church really cares for us and the church administration. And I guess that I've learned that to never stop performing your duties to our Almighty God because you you want to keep receiving those blessings. You want to keep going on until our Lord Jesus Christ comes, and we have to keep performing our duties. And I'd like to give a shout out to Ka Eduardo and our district staff as well, and Ka Jane Manahan from the district of South Central States,
Thank
as well as all
you.
the orchestra members watching as well.
Okay, thank you so much to our guests. And so we're gonna, unfortunately, we are out of time. So once again, we want to thank Sister Kylie, Brother Troy, Brother Ronan, Brother Kurt, Brother Kyle, Brother Caleb for being with us today. And then shout out to the parents as well for supporting their children through such an amazing event like that.
Yes, and of course, before we leave, we won't forget to give a special thanks to the local congregation of Pasadena, especially to our resident minister, Brother Juniver Lahayan, and to our district minister, Brother Artemio Pilon Jr. Thank you po to our assistant district minister, Brother Erwin Brillo, to our CFO overseer, Brother Pierre Perez, and to our multimedia advisor, Brother Andrew Makadangdang. Thank you so much po. And before we forget, we would like to greet our very own Sister Jaylin Factura. Happy birthday!
That
Kuya
wasn't
Tek,
on my cue
Kuya Tek,
cards.
please play the video po. Kuya Tek.
All right, we would
Hello,
also
everyone. My name is Sister Jalen Factura from the local congregation of Eagle Rock. I have been a part of INC Radio since 2022 during the time of the pandemic.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday!
Oh. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone. I kind of forgot we were on radio now. I'm kind of crying, but thank you. We would also like to thank our executive producer, Brother Manly Andaya, to our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and then to Kuya Tech as well. And special thanks to our CFO coordinator and CEBSI CEO, Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, and to our most beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much. But so till next time, for us to we'll see you next time, for us to bring you more laughter, more fun, more LAC. Thank you.
This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.